Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another 1-to-1 scale prop replica review. Now today we're taking a look at something quite enormous. I've tried my very best to fit the entire thing in frame here, but unfortunately I seem to have failed at the very edges. Nevertheless, you can see exactly what it is. It's Loki's Sceptre. Not just that though, it's a full metal version of Loki's Sceptre with a light-up Mind Stone gem and a light-up display base. It is worth mentioning though before we begin that this is a third-party unlicensed piece. That means the company that made this doesn't have the correct intellectual property rights to brand this as a Loki/Avengers themed item, so do keep that in the back of your mind when you are making your purchasing decisions. I got mine from toyswonderland.com. I have included the link down in the description below if this is something you'd like to add to your collection. Now, let's take a look at the base for the Sceptre first. And here we have it. It is relatively straightforward. It does what it says on the tin. It's a light-up display base. It's got two different arm sections. This one is meant to hold the spiky end of the scepter, and this one actually clamps around the base of it and nice and securely holds it in place. It is relatively sturdy. You do have to actually screw in these arm sections, so I don't think this is going to be toppling under the weight of the scepter, even though it is quite heavy. Now you can see there are actually 6 individual LEDs along the underside here, so it will really nicely illuminate the scepter itself. The paint applications on the base are pretty straightforward. It's literally just a silver finish, but the best part about this base is that it is powered by micro USB. So when the batteries run flat, you simply plug it in and recharge it without having to go and find any of those really annoying little button cell batteries or even just some triple or double A's. It's super simple, just plug it in and away you go. And here we have the Sceptre itself. This thing is absolutely enormous and also extremely heavy. The entire thing is made out of a super sturdy metal. It feels like aluminium, or as you folks in the States say, aluminum, but I'm not entirely sure exactly what it's made out of. The top sections do have this nice powder-coated finish on there, and yes, the tips are relatively sharp, so do be careful not to spike yourself. I kind of see this more as a display piece than a cosplay item. If you were cosplaying as Loki and trying to go to a convention with this super heavy, real metal, very sharp bladed weapon, I don't think you'd pass through the weapons check, unfortunately. Of course, this wouldn't be Loki's Sceptre without a light-up gem. Simply hit the button, and unfortunately, because the batteries are starting to die, mine is a little bit dimmer. However, when you do hit it, you can see that it illuminates the inside of this blue housing, and there is a little bit of detail on there. There is also a couple of cracks on the actual housing itself, which is accurate to the film. There are various little cracks and crevices, just like you'd see on the real-life prop. As for the gold finish, it's absolutely stunning. It has this brushed effect, and then a weathering pass over the top, just to bring out even more detail. You can also see a couple of sort of inscribed sections that also have a little bit more of a wash in the crevices there. Overall, it is a relatively simple piece, but it is absolutely gorgeous. It's a sight to behold in hand. If you are doing an Avengers display, maybe you have a bunch of helmets, maybe you even have a Loki helmet and you want a nice companion piece, this is definitely something that you could pick up and pop alongside all of the various other prop replicas. There is definitely a wealth of Avengers props out there on the market, made by some insanely creative people, and this is definitely one of them. Now do bear in mind, once again, it is third party and it is unlicensed. That means the company that made this doesn't have the correct intellectual property rights to actually make this piece. It is also real metal and very heavy, so for cosplay purposes, maybe don't go with this one. I have included the link down in the description below for your reference purposes only. While you are down there, why not check out the link to 6 Scale Network, the awesome Facebook group. Come along, chat figures, share photos of your collection, see what's coming up next on the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.